morning girls. I welcome you all for our next session of Commerce Lab subject. Commerce Lab. So this is for BCom. Okay. So now, in my last class, I have discussed about account opening, isn't it? So in second unit, we were discussing about account opening form and nomination form, isn't it? So let me see till there. Yeah, account opening and nomination form. In your textbook, sample account opening forms are given from Union Bank and from what is this bank? Bank of Baroda. Okay, so once you try to visit any kind of bank, just ask them any kind of account opening form. If they give, it's well and good. Okay, first you have to try. Okay, then we will see. If you're not getting, then we will see an alternative method, because all these forms are very much important for your record. That's why I'm trying to tell you. Now we will try to understand about KYC. What is meant by KYC? KYC is know your customer. Okay, what is KYC? KYC is know your customer. Okay, so just a second. Yeah, so unit 2 only we are trying to discuss. So KYC is know your customer. So in my last lecture I have clearly explained you all what is meant by KYC. KYC is what? Know your customer. So know your customer is what? See, whenever a bank is receiving an application for either loan or else for account opening form, the bank is supposed to know about the details of its consumer. Okay, like who is depositing in their bank, who is trying to take loan from their bank. All these things a bank has to know. Okay, so that's the reason bank will issue you know your customer KYC form, in which you will have n number of details to be filled by you. Your signature, like your identity proof, okay, identity proofs, your address proofs, your photographs. Likewise, there are n number of things which is involved in this KYC. So what is all about KYC? It refers to the documents required for opening in the bank. Okay, it refers to all those documents which is required to open bank account. Okay, now these document contains what? Document means it's a paper. So these documents contain what? These documents contain personal information and address about the applicants. Okay, what is this document all about? Personal details, okay, as well as address details and address details about the applicant. What it seems? Personal details and address details about the applicant. What is this document all about? This document is required to produce by any consumer or any customer whoever wanted to open the bank account. What is this document has? What is this document all about? It has personal details and addresses about the applicant. Okay, now we will try to see how every bank prepares this KYC. KYC application is prepared by RBI guidelines. Okay, through RBI guidelines. RBI has given certain guidance for the banks to prepare the application, and that particular KYC document is prepared by the banks basing on RBI guidelines. Okay, so it is considered as one of the important document for bank operations. Okay, so without KIC, bank is not allowed to open any kind of account on the consumer name or customer name. So we will try to understand what are the main things that KYC asks. It will ask standard identity proof. What it asks? It asks standard identity proofs. So what is this standard identity proof? Okay, what is this standard identity proof? So there are excuse me, PAN card. This is point number 1, PAN card. Next, passport. Okay, all these things you already know, I need not tell you all. Next, voters identity card. Okay, voters identity card. Next one, driving license. Okay, then next one, photo identity proof. Photo identity proof, which is given by any state or central government. Which is given by any central or state government. Next one is ration card with photograph. What it seems, ration card with photograph. Next one, letter from recognized public authority. Letter from recognized letter from recognized public authority. I'll tell you all girls, first of all you write all these things. Then next, bank passbook bearing photograph. Bank passbook bearing photograph. Okay, then next one, employee identity card. Employee ID card. Okay, from any kind of employer, from a listed company, means which is a well known company. Okay, which is also listed in SEBI. Last one, identity card of any university. If you are a student, ID card from any university, that too recognized university. Now if you see, if you wanted to open an account in any bank, in your KYC you have to produce these things. If you are not having PAN card, you can give passport. If you are not giving passport, you can give voters identity card. If you are not having these 3, driving license. These days even Aadhaar card is included in this. Then if you are not having driving license, then some kind of identity card which is given by central or state government, or else your ration card, or else any letter which is given by the public authority, or else any kind of bank or passbook which is being given by some other bank. See, now you are opening in SBI. Now you are already having ICICI bank passbook. That also you can show us. Okay, or else your employee ID card if you are working anywhere. Okay, now I am working here, so my ID card I can go and produce. Or else if you are a student, you have to show your identity card from any recognized college which is affiliated to recognized university. So this is about standard identity proof. Now we will try to understand what is standard address proof. Standard address. Standard address proof. Okay, next one is standard address proof. So what we want, again here first three, okay, what is that? Passport, voters identity card, driving license. In these three your address will be there. Okay, what is that? Passport, driving license, okay, then what else? Voters identity card, ID card. Okay, so apart from this, electricity bill, electricity or telephone bills, on this also your address will be there. Okay, then we will try to see the next one, which is bank account statement. So in any other bank you are having, as I told you all, if you, apart from this bank you are having any other bank, that bank statement if you get, in that also address proof will be there. Okay, then gas connection or gas bill. Okay, gas bill you can give. Okay, gas bill, gas bill you can give. Next one what you can give is credit card statement. What you can give? Credit card statement. Next one is house purchase card. Okay, so if you have purchased any card, okay, or else if you are having, or else instead of saying this, deed. Okay, house purchase documents if you are having, like registration documents, that also you can show. Then lease agreement, lease agreement if you are having, in which your address is mentioned, that you can give. Then employer certificate. Certificate, even this also you can give. So in order to show that your address is accurate, you have to produce these proofs. So either of, see, so many options are there, in this any one or two you can give them. Okay, which is accurate address, which is having accurate address. Understood? Now photographs. Next one is photographs. What is that? So you are done with standard identity proof, you are done with standard address proof. Now third one is photographs. See, they will ask you to paste photographs also, isn't it? Passport size photographs they will ask you to paste, so that you need to mention photographs. Photographs, they will ask you all to give photographs also. So now you understood what is meant by KYC. I have explained you all in detail. Okay, it is a application which is required to be produced for opening a bank account. It is having standard address proof, identity proof and photographs. So what is identity proofs I have given you all, what is address proof I have given you all, what is about photographs I told you all. They will try to tell you the size of the photographs. So according to that size, if you get it, they will try to paste it on your application form. Okay, so this is all about the KYC document. Okay, now we will try to discuss about deposit form. So now whatever I am discussing, it is very small topics, like 4 marks topics. So that's the reason if they ask for 10 marks, what you have to do, you have to draw its specimen copy. Okay, so please write down deposit form. So next topic, deposit form. Okay, so deposits are accepted by the banks. Okay, usually deposits are accepted by whom? Deposits are accepted by, deposits are accepted by, just a second girls. Yeah. So deposits are accepted by the banks. I already told you all. If you are having savings where you will try to deposit, you will try to deposit in the banks, isn't it? So that banks are classified into, I mean that deposit form is classified into two types: term deposit and time deposit. Okay, what is that? Term deposit and term deposit as well as time deposit. Okay, so term deposit is nothing but for a term, for a period of term, you are going to deposit the amount. For that one form you need to fill. For time, so from this time to this time if you wanted to fill, okay, that also it has, okay, that also it has, okay. Sometimes you will fill online, sometimes you will fill offline. So likewise you are having different kinds of things, okay. So that if you are trying to do, then it is known as deposit form. So deposit form is usually filled by whom? Filled by the consumers, isn't it? It is filled by whom? It is filled by the consumers. Yeah. So term deposits, again I am repeating this, somehow I think you didn't understand this. Deposit form, okay, deposits are accepted by the bank and it is given by whom? By the customer. So deposit forms are given by the consumer, listen carefully, and it is accepted by the bank. It is classified into two types: term deposit, time deposit. Term deposit means it is standard form, it is standard form both online as well as offline, okay. So term deposit is both online, offline. So whichever it is being accepted by the bank, term deposit as well as time deposit. Term means whether it is online or offline, okay. Time deposit means from this time to that time, okay, from this timing to that timing is maybe from January to February, maybe from 10th day to 7 years, something like this is like time deposit. Understood? So this is called as deposit form. Now let us try to understand deposit receipts. Okay, what is this next one topic? Okay, deposit receipts. Okay, deposit receipts are generally issued by commercial banks and financial institutions. Okay, so deposit receipts, see receipt means opposite person gives you, means which is like banks. Okay, deposit receipts means who is trying to give you all, let me tell you, deposit receipts is given by the bank. Deposit forms will be filled by whom? By the customers. Again I am repeating, deposit forms are filled by the customers. Deposit receipts are given by the banks. Okay. So now when bank will give, it will give as an acknowledgement certificate. Okay. It will try to give your what? It is trying to give your acknowledgement certificate on the name of, saying that, see, you as a customer, you have deposited so and so amount to me. Okay, again I am repeating, you as a customer, you have deposited so and so amount to me in my account, okay, or else in my bank. So this is given from customer side, this is given from the banker side. Understood? So this is called as deposit receipt. Now, so what are the essentials of a deposit receipt? Okay, now let me tell you what the deposit receipt has: the date, okay, your account number, how much amount you have deposited, what is the date, okay, amount in figures as well as words, okay. Likewise, as well as the name of the depositor, okay, the name who is accepting the organ, the amount which is accepted by the banker also. So all that will be given in the deposit receipt. Okay, now we will try to write essentials. Now we will try to write essentials. Okay, names and contact details of depositor and acceptor. Okay, names and contact details, names and contact details of depositor and acceptor. here the consumer, isn't it? So names and their contact details, both persons we have to mention the contact details. Next one, amount of money, how much you have deposited, that amount of money. Okay, what is that amount of money that you have deposited? The next, date when the amount is received. Date when the amount is received. Like you have deposited, isn't it? Again I am repeating, you have deposited the amount, isn't it? So that date when it is received. Okay, again I am repeating, that date when it is being received. Okay, date when the amount is received. Okay, so date, on which date it is being received, so that you have to mention here. Okay, like today's date, say example it is 15th or 14th, say whatever the date is. So today you have come and you have deposited the amount. Okay, so today's date, on which date the amount is being received, that date you need to mention here. Okay, next one we will try to write signature of accepting authority. Signature of accepting. Okay, signature of accepting authority. Now whose signature has to come here? Bank's signature has to come here. So who is bank? Whoever is accepting the deposit. Okay, so he is the authority, so his signature you have to mention there. Next one, purpose of deposit. Okay, what is next one? Purpose of deposit. Okay, what is the next one? Purpose of deposit. Okay, so now if you see here, what is meant by the purpose of deposit is, what is the main thing as why you are depositing it into the account. Okay, now simply you are not giving the deposit, isn't it? Okay, simply you are not giving the deposit into the bank. So like, what is the purpose, what is the reason for you all to deposit into my account? That reason I need to produce. So for this also, for this depository receipt also, you are having a specimen copy in your textbook. So please, take that receipt. Okay, take that Xerox, or else I don't know from where you will bring. Okay, next one, loan application form. Okay, specimen, like loan application form. Okay, so in loan application form, what is this? What is meant by loan application form? The basic function is, first thing is, what commercial banks are doing? Commercial banks are trying to collect the amount, isn't it? What commercial banks are doing? Commercial banks are collecting the deposits, isn't it? What they are doing? They are trying to collect the deposit from the public. So after collecting the deposit from the public, what is that they are trying to do? They are trying to give to the persons who need some kind of financial help in the form of loan. Okay, in the form of loan. So if you try to observe here this particular point, loan application is, if you want some amount, whether it is a short term loan or long term loan, if you want some kind of deposit, if you are trying to apply it in any bank. Okay, now these days banks are giving so many loans, isn't it? Vehicle loan, okay, four-wheeler or two-wheeler vehicle loan they are trying to give, and bike loan, they are two-wheeler loan they are trying to give, or else construction loans they are trying to give, or else they are trying to give personal loans, some kind of land for agriculture. Okay, so like this, they are trying to give various kinds of loans, isn't it? So if you follow certain rules and regulations by given which is given by the bank, and you are trying to apply or fill that loan in order to give the loan, in order to take the loan, then that is called as loan application form. Okay. So now while taking your loan, nobody will trust you, isn't it? They need certain proofs as how can you pay the amount in the form of interest. See, I am giving you 1 lakh ma, okay, example, I am giving you 1 lakh. How you will repay it? I have to see interest rate, when you will pay, how you will pay, what is your occupation, all these things I have to see, all these proofs I have to see, isn't it? So all that I will check, I will do background inquiry, then only I will try to approve your loan. Okay. So likewise this is what the procedure that is being followed. Okay. Then if everything is okay, we will try to see your merit. Okay. Merit in the sense you applied for 10 lakhs ma. Okay. What is that? You have applied for 10 lakhs. So are you worth enough to repay me that 10 lakhs? I need to see. Okay. So what I will do? I will check all that proof. What I will do? I will check all that proof. If I am satisfied, what is that? If I am satisfied with all that, then only I am going to give you 10 lakhs. If I think that you are eligible for only 7 lakhs, though you are putting 10 lakhs, I will only grant you 7 lakhs because of the proofs that you have given me. KYC, you remember KYC? In that I came to know your occupation, isn't it? I will see your worthiness, like whether you are worth enough to pay this amount or not. I will see that worthiness, and then only I will try to sanction you the amount. So in your textbook, that loan application form is given. You need to fill complete details. Okay, what you need to do? You need to fill complete details in it. Once you fill that complete details, if all are okay, then only they will try to give you all loan. Okay, I hope you understood what is meant by loan form. So that is already given in your textbook. So with today, I have discussed 3 forms. One is deposit form, one is deposit receipt, one is loan application form. So for everything, girls, I am telling you seriously, for everything you need to take a specimen copy. Deposit form means what? Deposit form is a form which is filled by the customer. Deposit receipt is given by the banker. Loan application form is filled by you and given by the bank person. But for everything, all your personal details and office personal details will be given in the application. Understood? So that's it, girls. In my next class, I will try to discuss about insurance policy. Okay? So thank you, girls. Have a nice day. So again, I forgot to tell you all, girls, in this particular concept, if you see here, okay, in this particular concept, one thing that you have to keep in your mind is that apart from these 3, okay, your second unit and first unit is very easy. Only the thing is that you need to understand the concept. If you understand the concept, it will be very easy and you can easily get through this subject. And as I told, it is just the 60 marks papers, isn't it? If you learn the specimen copy and if you define the specimen copy, that's it. Understood? So that this I forgot to tell you all. Okay. So thank you, girls. I think in this video I am telling you all the second time, but that's okay. Thank you, ma. Have a good day.